Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Tunkhanock Area Softball. Bob Hegedty, the head coach, joining us right now. Well, Bob, you're having some success with those Lady Tigers. It's nice when you have a freshman pitcher on the mound, and boy, she can handle just about anything, and it's really been a nice season thus far for you and the ladies.
Yeah, you know, they're doing better than we thought with right now with 5 freshmen in the lineup that are actually coming around pretty nicely right now.
Let's talk about the senior that you have on your squad, and then some juniors in the lineup that are getting some production. Then we'll head down towards some of those underclassmen, talk a little bit about them. But let's first start with the leadership role.
Yeah, we only have one senior this year, and Kailey Reposa, and she's doing a great job on taking some of these younger kids under her wing and showing them the ropes and what we expect from them, and just showing the work ethic of what we expect and what she's done the last 3 years. And, really helping them out a lot.
And then let's head down to the juniors that are on the team. You have some hitters, you have some defenders, a little mix of everything that helps you a lot with the team that, again, has some youth on it. But it's nice when you have some juniors that are stepping up and kind of taking some some of the pressure probably off of Kailey.
Yeah, absolutely. Danny Crispin and Sid Fox are a couple of our juniors there in the middle of our lineups. Sarah Craver is doing a really good job, and we really can't ask much more from them as far as their production and what they're doing with the young kids and helping them along and what their leadership roles are. They're just doing a tremendous job for us right now.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about some girls that have stepped up, as you said, in the underclass, whether it's sophomores or even freshmen that are doing it either with the bat, with the arm, and defensively, that you're proud of, to say, hey, this team's starting to come together here, and we're just in April.
Yeah, we put some of the freshmen in the lineup early in the year in some of the scrimmages and exhibition games just to see how they would do, and they did so well. They implanted themselves in the lineup right now. I mean, it's hard to get them out of the lineup. They're hitting the ball hard. Hope Jones is doing a tremendous job in the circle for us, and her sister Faith is playing shortstop for us as a freshman. And I mean, we thought maybe they would be a little shy or hesitant going into the lineup early, but boy, they really held their own, and they got themselves in the lineup, and it's hard to even get them out of there. So it's nice to see how well they're starting to gel together.
Bob, I'm sure you're banging your head a little bit to say, man, how do I get this lineup right for wrestling? And boy, you got it awfully right this year with those Tigers of Tunkhanock. Now you're probably scratching your head to say, what do I got to do for softball? But just two different, games and a little different mentality. But you're reaping some success right now at Tunkhanock.
Yeah, it's, going from wrestling to softball, it is a little different as far as going to the boys or the girls, but we're still pretty hard on them. We push them pretty hard, and we do a lot of conditioning with them. We want to make sure that they're ready to go in such a situation. It is a little different between the two sports, but I mean, we have the girls with the same thing we did with the wrestling. We had guys in the morning lifting 3 days a week before school, and we have the girls in hitting 2 days a week before school. So, I mean, it's a nice balance, but the girls, they want to win, and they're coming in. For girls to get there at 6:45 in the morning before school 2 days a week is impressive for us. We're having 8 to 10, sometimes 12 girls show up. So it's nice to see that they really want it.
Talk about that Tunkhanock pride right now. Of course, it's nice when you have winning happening in certain sports, and it helps, whether it's wrestling or volleyball or here in softball. And of course, what Gary Custer's done with the baseball program. It's nice when you get some winning and some kids feel a little extra better about themselves every so often. And right now, these girls are saying, hey, we can play with some of the best teams in the Wyoming Valley Conference.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, winning breeds success, and as long as you're winning, everything's going to go good, and they can feel that. And Coach Custer started a couple of years ago when they got to the state finals, and he always has his kids. He has a great a great baseball program, and he's got some nice young kids coming as well. There's some nice things going on in Tunkhanock right now, and we're working hard to get the football program up and running, and I think Coach Cechek is doing a great job with that, trying to get more kids out for that. So I think in the next few years, I think there's going to be some nice things going on.
And, Bob, how about the camaraderie you have with some of the softball coaches in the Wyoming Valley Conference? I'm sure you've had some conversations with them, getting to compete against them. What's that been like? I'm sure it's a little different than wrestling, but there's really some nice coaching out there. And, again, they get after it. There's no doubt about it. They want to win and take their team, if they can, into the state playoffs.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know a lot of the coaches well. I met the coach from Manico because he's a real nice guy. I know Coach Bertoni from Crestwood. I've known him for a few years. Coach Tina down in Dallas. I have so much respect for her. I've watched her over the years, and I just think she does a tremendous job with the kids that she gets. And everybody always says that Dallas is going to have a down year, but she always has those kids competing well. And I don't know a lot of the coaches, but the few of them, that I do know, I have respect for, and they always have a nice program going.
Well, you guys have done a nice job, the ladies there for the Tigers so far this season. Continued success, and great to see you and the ladies enjoying the season thus far, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot, John.
Bob Hegedty doing a really nice job with the softball program, just like he did with the wrestling program at Tunkhanock, the Lady Tigers. Here on the John Mendola Show, we are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.